Been a little tough this morning doing the typical research. It's my neighbor's Honda Odyssey, knows no bounds. It is happy to wake up people before and after the sun rises.
11 minutes later.
Fourth time Mr. Odyssey has been honking away. Must have something to do with the 1.7 some million recalls around the world for Honda today. Trying to wake up its owner. Realize he has a new disease. I'll just finish up in front of the camera. Well, it's official, guys. 2020 is the longest year ever in recorded history. We've been inundated with some extremely heavy topics this year. The COVID breakout, BLM, the presidential election. God help us. However, I wanted to end this year on a high note. Today we're going to discuss the top 7 Japanese auto topics that brought us together this year and really turned this channel from just 10,000 subscribers to over 85,000 subscribers. And after that, guys, I'm gonna announce a giveaway during my live stream later this month, as well as give you a channel update at the very end of this video. And guys, before we get into the top 7 topics, I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Without you guys, my dreams wouldn't be coming true. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Happy holidays to all of you. Let's get into top 7 topics. Coming in at number 7, the MR2. This single video tracked down almost 150,000 views itself, more than 2,300 subscribers, and over 3,500 likes. This is Toyota's new mid-engine supercar to replace MR2. It's still a pipe dream. It still should be taken with a grain of salt. Japanese scoop magazines are saying that it could be out in 2025. That is the plan, according to them, with the turbo 6-cylinder hybrid. My guess would be similar performance to what we see in the Acura/Honda NSX. Anywhere from upper 400s to 700 horsepower, just depending on how they wanted to electrify it, if they want to do a plug-in hybrid, etc. And I knew this video would likely be huge when I made it, and I'm just so grateful for all those who helped out. I did have a translator that helped out as well with translating the scans from the magazine. If you're watching and you know who you are, thank you so much. Coming at number 6 with 5 videos on this specific topic, over 304,000 views and 7,300 likes. This topic is none other than where does Mazda go from here? Discussing where they're at currently, where does this small Japanese automaker fit in the future? What kind of technologies do they have coming? Well, the most exciting thing probably for most of us is the new platform that the Mazda 6, the CX-5, the CX-9, the larger Mazda vehicles will be sharing, which is a front engine rear wheel drive platform. Inline 6s, a gasoline Skyactiv X, possibly turbocharged as well. And then also talk about inline 6s, 3 liters, by the way, both of these. But inline 6s on the diesel end. Mazda has been teasing it. They just teased it about a month ago. And I couldn't be more excited for Mazda and their upcoming product stack in the next 2-3 years. The rotary engine coming back was kind of a long shot, and they've confirmed that it's going to be in future products as a range extender. Some people are saying, oh yeah, you could hybridize it and get massive amounts of power in a new RX-8, RX-9, whatever they want to call it. Who knows? I don't know what they plan on doing with the rotary other than just a range extender, but it's fun. It's fun to think about. The rotary, the Wankel. Give it up for the Wankel, guys. It's giving us a little bit more range for our plug-in hybrid. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. I'm sure you guys are excited as well. Coming in at number 5, this single video just absolutely crushed it. 477,000 views, over 4,500 subscribers, and over 13,000 likes. This is Toyota's new engine and how it will change the world in the automotive industry. And gosh, I think I got so many people watching it and hating on it. Those who believe that battery electric vehicles is the only solution, those fascists that believe that there's only one solution going forward and it's only lithium ion batteries. It was exciting for me because Toyota's new engines, the dynamic force engines, are extremely efficient, over 40% thermal efficient in naturally aspirated form. If you turbocharge it, obviously it goes down, but in the non-turbocharged versions, which is most of them. They have a very, very high compression ratio, almost similar to the Skyactiv engine technology from Mazda, which I would say they're pretty darn similar. Now, we have quite a large product stack of these engines at this point in time. We have the 1.5 liter 3-cylinder that we see in the Yaris, or the global Yaris that we don't get here. Rest in peace, Yaris in the States, rest in peace. Of course, that can be hybridized. We got the 1.6 liter 3-cylinder turbo that we get in the GR Yaris, but we don't get here in the United States. Hopefully it comes in a GR Corolla, God willing. I just heard news that the GR Yaris might be coming to Malaysia, so it's going everywhere but in the United States and North America, it seems. Moving on with the dynamic force engines, we got the 2-liter in the Corolla and the UX 200. Of course, they have hybridized versions like in the UX 250H. I'm in love with that hybrid setup. I don't believe there's any turbocharged offerings based off that 2-liter yet, or the 2.5 liter, which is the 4-cylinder that's seen in the Camry, the RAV4, the ES250 all-wheel drive, etc. We see it in a lot of hybrid offerings like the RAV4 hybrid as well as ES300H. I don't believe there's a turbo on it, but they do have plans for possibly a 2.4 liter turbo. We'll have to wait and see. Potentially that's going to be seen in a lot of Lexus vehicles replacing V6s, but don't just take that with a grain of salt. Okay, and then lastly, that I'm aware of, the last dynamic force engine that we currently have in production is the 3.44 V35A FTS twin turbo V6 we've seen the LS500. And that is also going to segue us into topic number 4, which 5 videos discuss this topic, bringing in over 500,000 views and 8,500 likes. This is all about the Tundra and its electrification on the new TNGA F platform, or the F1 platform. Guys, I've made so many videos between this and the Land Cruiser, which no surprise is going to be later on in this list. But we're expecting the new Tundra to be out in the second half of 2021. We just got those new teaser images in the past few weeks, and those were a little controversial. Some people are saying that the actual vehicle looks a lot better than that. So stay tuned. I can't wait to see what this Tundra is like. Of course, we're going to get the V35A FTS in some shape or form, twin turbo V6 as the base engine. Apparently the V8s, rest in peace, and then a hybridized version of that with massive amounts of power and torque. So pretty exciting. And that's going to lead us into the next subject, which I talk about all the time on this channel, and you guys really enjoy it. Coming in at number 3, encompassing 7 videos in 2020, over 614,000 views, and over 8,500 likes. This is the Land Cruiser 300 series, and holy cow, I just love talking about it. I get so amped up. It's likely canceled for the United States, but it'll live on in the LX. And I know that's not exciting for most of you to hear, but it is what it is. Same powertrains as the Tundra. Could be coming in certain markets as early as spring of 2021. The conservative outlook would be fall of 2021, around when the Tundra arrives here in the States. But the Land Cruiser, again, probably not coming here stateside, but only seen as the Lexus counterpart, which sells a lot better than the Land Cruiser here. And they're not really that much different in price. So it's tough because not that many people want to buy the Land Cruiser when it's new, because it costs $85,000. But people are eager to snap them up 5 years down the road. They're built like tanks. They last forever. Can't wait to see what the 300's all about. And what about the little brother Prado? Might as well talk about it when we're on subject. Well, maybe a year after, in 2022, we're going to see it based on the same platform, actually, just a little bit smaller. And they're saying turbocharged 4 cylinders, 4-cylinder diesels, 3.3 liter potentially. We'll see about that. A lot of people are worried about the smoothness of that large of a 4-cylinder diesel. So we'll see, but 4-cylinder turbos, 2.4 liter, likely to be seen in the Prado, and maybe a hybrid version of that turbo 4-cylinder. Coming in at number 2, this single video was the most popular video I've ever had on my channel. It's just incredible. 655,000 views. It's accounted for over 7,400 subscribers and over 15,000 likes by itself. This was all about Yamaha's new electric motors and how they can change the automotive industry as well. They're extremely compact. They're going to come in lots of different shapes and sizes. Small, medium, and large. They can be put in anything from small electric bikes to motorcycles to aquatic industry, or the marine industry, I should say. You could also see it in ATVs, and maybe Toyota, since Toyota has a stake in Yamaha, could put them in some of their products going in the future. Surprisingly though, Yamaha doesn't look to be putting their electric motors in the Toyota electrified lineup going forward, based off the recent announcement and what we know about Blue Nexus and how that's a combination of Denso as well as Aishin, which is those are Toyota companies essentially. So we'll have to see. Yamaha plans on working with Toyota about incorporating electric motors. But when I reached out to Yamaha, oh gosh, when was this email? Back in September. You know, I'm like, hey, do you have any more information? They're like, thank you very much for your interest in our prototype electric motors. Unfortunately, we don't have any open information at the moment aside from earlier news release below, which I already covered in that video. We will make news release if there is more open information in the near future. We are sorry we couldn't be much of a help. Yours sincerely, Satoshi Ishida-san. I don't know if that was a proper use of san, but it always sounds good to use san at the end of a Japanese name or word. And yeah, I'll just have to leave it there with the Yamaha motors, because I think you guys are ready for the #1 topic that helped grow my channel and you guys were a big part of in 2020. This topic was covered by 5 videos. It counted for over 765,000 views and over 21,000 likes. This is all about Toyota's new batteries and their solid state approach, whether it was the fluorine battery or the most recent topic that I covered saying that they're going to have a prototype next year, which I believe that prototype could have been this past year. But like I said, the Tokyo Summer Olympics, which Toyota is the main sponsor, was postponed to next summer. So I think that's when they're going to have this prototype. But I honestly think that they have a working prototype. They're just so quiet and they're just conservative. Take that with a grain of salt though. That's what my gut's telling me. Production version of a fully solid state electric vehicle would potentially be in the early 2020s, they're saying. So that would be 2022 or 2023 at the latest to have a production ready that we would be able to purchase a solid state vehicle from Toyota. Stay tuned to the channel, because whenever I hear anything about it, you guys are going to be the first to know. So that's the top 7. Which topic was your favorite? I love them all for different reasons. They all get me jolly. It almost feels like Christmas in all of them, and it's a perfect time to cover them as we end the year down. And it's time to talk about the giveaways. I'm going to be doing 2 giveaways. I picked these up at Target the other day. We got Brian's STI. That is the rest in peace, the hatchback version of the STI. Man, beautiful. It's just beautiful. That's probably my favorite WRX STI is the hatch. And then this we talked about quite a bit on the channel recently, as the S2000 video talked about how Honda could bring back the S2000. And I saw this at Target literally the same day I made that video. And I did pick it up yesterday, not the day I made that video. So you guys are like, oh, you should have bought it. I'm like, no, I restrained myself. And I went to Target yesterday. I'm like, well, you know, if it's still there, I'm going to buy it. And guess what? It was in the back. I pulled out all the other Fast and Furious boxes, and these 2 were sitting in the back, which was just perfect for the giveaways that I want to do. And I'm going to be giving away both of these. One of these will be for the members, the paying members of the channel of the Lexurious Fleet, and the other one will be for everyone else, subscribers. And if you guys want to be eligible for the giveaway, just type in hashtag LF2020 in the comments of this video, because I'll announce the winner of these on December 30th is when I'll do my live stream. December 30th, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time is when I'll do the giveaway. I'll probably be playing Forza Motorsport, just hanging out with you guys, just thanking you and just having a good party, a good end of the year party, holiday party with you guys as we do the giveaways and just hang out. All right, lastly, is I just wanted to give you guys a recap of 2020 for me personally and the channel, and where's the channel going for 2021 and beyond. Yeah, just let's go way back to 2018 when I started this channel, and at the end of 2018, the channel grew to 1,000 subscribers, which allowed me at the time to become monetized. And that's when like my dreams really, the snowball effect really started happening. And then a year later, in January 1st, roughly a year later, January 1st, 2020, start of this year, before COVID, before any of this craziness, hit 10,000 subscribers on January 1st. I just felt like that was a providential goal to be hitting on the first day of the year, 10,000 subscribers. And, you know, I made it a goal that I wanted to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. It's not going to happen, and I'm totally okay with that because it's going to happen in the next couple months, maybe even shorter. So that's okay. But it's just been a wild ride because January 1st at 10,000 to where I'm at today, at the recording this video, December 16th, with over 85,000 subscribers. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much. You guys have literally made my dreams come true. COVID, how does that affect me? Well, not too much. Actually, it's been one of the greatest blessings in disguise that I can ever think of in my lifetime. I literally just got back from Chicago when the airport shut down, everything shut down. And what was I doing in Chicago is I was getting my Lexus Master Sales Consultant classes in. And once I completed those, I was a Lexus Master Sales Consultant. And that's the job I had for a few years during the majority of this channel's lifespan. COVID happened. That meant I had to stay home half the time for a few weeks to maintain social distancing, essentially. I did my salesman work at home, calling potential buyers, just working my leads, etc. But it also allowed me, guys, to focus and double down on my true dream to be a full-time YouTuber and to take this channel to the heights and the goals that I have envisioned for it. And COVID allowed really for all that to happen because I could focus so much more of my time and effort and energy into making videos almost on the daily at that point. It wasn't long after, thanks to COVID essentially, that my channel started growing really, really fast, and I started making enough money for me to not need my full-time job anymore. And in July 19th of 2020, I quit my full-time job as a salesman and became a full-time YouTuber. It was probably the best feeling, one of the best feelings in my life, up there with like my wedding day and the birth of my kids. No kidding. It was that mind-blowing. Words can't describe it, but my heart feels the joy every time I think about that day I quit and started my true purpose, really. I feel like my true purpose, outside of my familial duties and responsibilities and the love of my family, is to take care and to give you guys, the Lexurious Fleet, my digital family, essentially better content, more content on the topics and essentially the cars that we all care for, Japanese mainly, as well as Korean autos and electric vehicles at this point as well. And then since July, I've been full-time, and you guys have seen that. You've seen me day in and day out make videos pretty much on the daily, and it's been amazing to be able to do that. Can't thank you guys enough. And lastly, where is the channel going from here? Well, if you guys know me well enough, you know that I lived in Florida for a long time, from about 2012 to 2017, so 5 years. And that's where my wife's from. That's where my wife's family is. We have a lot of friends down there as well. So we're going to be moving back to Southwest Florida in the spring. My job now allows me to do that because I can work from anywhere. And also importantly, super important for the channel, guys, is automotive reviews. I can only do so much news before I kind of get stale of it, and I'm starting to, not getting burned out per se, but there are days where I'm like, I just don't want to make a video on news because it doesn't get me that excited. And at this point in time, I don't have a choice because I'm not going to be traveling to review cars. And I was getting review cars sent to me from Denver. That's like 8 hours, guys, that cars were getting sent to me from Denver. But now that it's winter and I'm the only one out in this area for them to send review cars to, so it's really hard to convince them to bring cars in the winter and to squeeze me into their budget, because I'm just one person out here. Yes, I can reach tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, but I'm still just a little ant when it comes to maximum reach. And so it's just going to work out perfect when I move to Florida. I will be in Naples, Southwest Florida, and I'll be 2 hours from Tampa and 2 hours from Miami. And that allows me essentially access to any sort of car that I can potentially dream of from the press fleets in those regions and areas. So guys, hopefully you're excited. I can't be more excited to get back to Florida, get back to friends and family down there, get back to new opportunities for the channel, for the Lexurious Fleet. And I think that's about all I have left to say at this point. Thank you guys. This is longer than I wanted to make it. But guys, I'll see you in the comments. Definitely put hashtag LF2020 to put yourself in the running for one of these Fast and Furious giveaways during my live stream December 30th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'll see you guys in the comments. If you're not subscribed, subscribe so you can win one of these. And then also smash the like button. That helps me out. Helps me out, guys. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.